yo, we gotta have that conversation, bro. Is there too much hate in Boston?
This nigga BJ Baller, man. I don't know why he said that, but that was like an old interview. I wonder why he said that.
Wait, it's an old interview that got resurfaced?
Yeah, they just
It's
posted
not that old. I think it's from last year type shit.
Yeah, they posted that clip. I was like, I wonder why he said
So it
that.
resurfaced on most of our timelines, and it's basically a video of them just saying, I mean, I don't know if you want to play it or not, but
Want me to play it?
yeah, you can play it. We can react to
It's
it.
because our Boston media
It's the
page
reaction
quote tweeted it.
episode.
What do you think's missing? Why do you think like we haven't had
the
that?
unity, the love, shit like that? It'd be shit like that, legit. But what gets me mad is everybody knows that. Everybody
Yeah.
knows, everybody knows, like, yo, I'm from Boston. Yeah, we got no love. Our city got no love. This, that, and the third. But nobody wants to do nothing to change it.
This shit needs to be the promo clip. For
Everybody
the fucking
wants to
podcast,
point
bro.
out the. Everybody
Oh,
wants to
God.
point out the problem, but don't want to fix it, bro. I swear to God, everybody knows that the city's full of hate. Everybody knows why people's shit don't be getting nowhere, but don't want to change it. They don't want to be like, all right, let's just stop all this shit and actually do something to get somewhere, instead of like, yeah, like I don't know. They know the problem, they just don't want to fix it. That's the best way I can say it. Everybody knows the problem.
I know.
Everybody be hating on each other. Everybody wants to be the GOAT.
Everybody?
Thoughts, opinions?
Everybody? I don't know these niggas, so it's like no disrespect to y'all, but like
BJ Baller's nice, bro.
He makes good music.
I just don't know why he said. I just don't know why he said this. Like, I
niggas
really
be
just don't know.
outside, bro.
I just don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, I'm really like perplexed.
Cause everybody be hating. I don't know, bro. I can't even speak. I'm not from Boston, but the last couple of years of just being in the city and being in the scene, bro, ain't been nothing but love.
Yeah,
There's some
like,
fuckery going on here and there, but like it's mostly nothing but love, bro. There's a whole bunch of people who literally, it feels like niggas want to be fed content and music and shit like that, and they're willing to support if that's some good shit.
I feel like he's speaking on an older era of the Boston music scene.
I think so too.
And I feel like that stuck with a lot of niggas. No bullshit.
Mm.
the way I look at it too is that like I agree.
Do you think? How old is he? You have an idea? Is
Probably
he a
like-
part of that
probably
older
like
generation?
25. He probably like 24.
Probably around our age, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for me, like the way I see it is that thing, yeah, it stuck with a lot of niggas that like when they were younger, it's like they weren't able to like get far because like there was no love. You feel me? It's like being able to like get integrated into this like the music scene in Boston was a lot harder. Was a lot more strained. Like the relationships between folks were not as like stable and as solid. And I think there weren't as many opportunities, and the infrastructure wasn't there either. But I think to me, I don't really think that's true. I feel like it's less about like there not being too much infrastructure now and there not being too much support now, and more that like people are not willing to like go out and actually try to get it. You feel me? I think before, I'm not saying this is what he's doing, but I'm saying in general, I think before people were using that as an excuse not to be able to make it anywhere.
I was about to say.
You feel me? But now it's like if you're still using that as like an excuse, like to me, it really just sounds like you're not doing enough. You know
It
what I
sounds
mean?
like a crutch. It sounds like them being able to make it make sense to themselves why it's not working out.
Yeah, because
like it's so much easier to blame everybody else for why
yourself.
you're not coming up, you know, or why you're not getting the traction you feel like you deserve.
And niggas trying to make it seem like niggas is hating on them too, and niggas is just telling them like what the facts of the situation are with some shit too.
Yeah, let's be honest though. Hip hop is ran by invisible ops, my nigga. Everybody got invisible ops. Everybody got some haters, nigga. I've made some haters up in my music. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna talk
I
about
think
y'all.
you actually
niggas.
got some haters though.
No, for sure. But I'm saying sometimes you still gotta dig deep. You still gotta dig deep and make. And who's hating, bro? Man, fuck them. We out here with the Topo Chico. You can't tell me shit.
That's weird, bro. That shit is weird, bro. Stop drinking on camera, bro. The eyes is weird, bro. The eyes is creepy, bro. But I think that like it sucks that like, you know, this is something that this clip surfaced at the time that it did, because I think like it's gonna do two things. One is gonna get a bunch of people who are already doing this shit to be like, oh, like, you know, niggas is doing it already, so a lot of niggas just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, let's keep this nigga away from this shit, or let's keep these niggas that think like this out of here, because clearly they don't know what the fuck's going on, or maybe they're not really in the scene. And I don't think that's helpful, because a lot of niggas, that's how they believe, that's how they feel. You gotta show them otherwise. You gotta introduce them to other shit. And if they're like not engaging with it, then that's on them. But like at least try. You feel me? And on the other hand, another thing that I can do is make it so that niggas who are already not really doing so well with their music, they're just gonna keep perpetuating this shit and be like, see, I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's the facts. Niggas is hating, bro. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
And keep pushing that, like, leave the city in order to make something of the city narrative. That shit clearly is not true. You feel me? That's never been the case. Like every time someone leaves here and does their thing outside of here, it's like that shit does not reflect well on here. You feel me? Because you're not opening up opportunities for the niggas here. Like we were just talking about that shit earlier. Like niggas do that shit all the time. You start making waves where you from, and then you leave, and then next thing you know, like the waves is done. You feel me? Like all the people that you was trying to bring with you, that shit's not gonna carry over. The shit never works. The shit has never worked.
Or you think that the love is gonna be transferable in a whole different city?
Type shit, and it never is, bro. And like, you gotta build there too now.
And that's it's the thinking of like, okay, I'm a big fish in a small pond, so let me be a smaller fish in this huge ass pond.
Type shit. And it's like, my nigga, like nobody is that like great nobody is that great to the point where like you don't need the people like who you started with behind you. You feel me? At the end of the day, like we were just talking about that shit before. Like if you're good everywhere, but you're not good in Brockton, you're from Brockton, it's like, are you really good? Feel me?
You're not good from the place you're from, yeah.
Type shit. It's like that shit's not real. You know what I mean? Like, and this was you can be up if you want, but like if you're not up where you're from, it's like that shit don't really hold weight, bro. It's just weird.
And that's why I always said too, like even despite me saying like I really do think there's genuine love in the city. And you pop out outside, we about to be at an event today and we're gonna see nothing but love, bro. For real. And we'll talk about that later. Maybe. And we'll talk about that later. But I actually think like it's also a byproduct. That hate that you see, it's a byproduct. And I spoke on this before. Like eventually you're gonna see with time, niggas is going to become bitter. Like right now, it's all love, it's kumbaya, because we're all young, we're all getting to it. But when niggas really get to it and they out of here, and then some people still doing the same shit they doing and they not seeing the results they want, I'm sure that love is gonna turn into bitterness very quickly.
That's the case everywhere. You feel me?
I don't think it's Boston specific either, and that's why
in any field too. No bullshit. I feel like that happens to a lot of niggas just with high school.
That's the evolution of life.
Yeah, no bullshit. It just be like that.
And if that's how it be, then that's how, so be it, you feel me? But at the end of the day, like, we don't gotta keep perpetuating that shit, you feel me? Like, if niggas wanna hate, do that shit over there, but that's not the type of time that most niggas is on out here, you feel me? There's been niggas that just started making music last year, you feel me, type shit, that is getting all the love in the world. Niggas need to stop complaining about the shit, bro. It's not that serious. Like, not, again, like, I feel like I understand, like, a little more about, I want to understand more about, like, why he said this in particular. But I do know that for a lot of niggas that say the same thing, it's like, bro, you just gotta get out and go get that shit, bro.
Yeah, stop.
Get out the crib.
And just know this shit is not guaranteed. Nobody owes you shit, my nigga.
Facts,
nobody. You could be the nicest nigga in the world, bro. Like, and that's the reality of the situation. You still might get overlooked. That's what it is, bro. This shit is not given to you. You gotta be lucky sometimes.
That's the game.
Luck has a huge part to do with this shit too. You feel me?
It's like gambling. You betting on yourself.
You feel me? And that's all you can do is bet on yourself, bro. You can't expect people to do it for you. And the reality is, it's the same thing with this podcast, bro. We come in week in, week out, bust our ass. But if this shit don't do what it's got to do, bro, we can't look at nobody but ourselves. You feel me?
Facts,
but maybe we strike gold. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get the right person to see this shit, and then we out of here. Or maybe not, bro. But and you got to just live with that.
And it's like, do you really love the scene? Do you really love the music that you're making? Do you love yourself? You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it really don't matter what other people think about you as long as you love what you're doing. Don't matter what other people want to do for you as long as you know that you're going to do for yourself.